So we're starting a new chapter today called Systems. We talked a long time about linear equations, where you have one equation and you graph it and it makes a line. We learned 3 different forms: slope-intercept form, point-slope form, standard form. But every single one we did back then was just one line. When we talk about a system of equations, that means where you're going to have 2 lines. A system, 2 things working together, right? So if you look at something like this, do you see how you have 2 equations? They're both linear equations. They both have an x. They both have a y. Those are 2 separate lines. You could see that this red one is graphed right there. And the blue one is graphed right here. What can you tell me about anything you notice about those 2 lines and the way they look when you graph them? They intersect. That's a really good observation. What does that mean? Not necessarily. They have to cross over and create 90-degree angles, meaning opposite reciprocal slopes to be perpendicular. But I did hear someone say cross over each other, which is correct. Again, they're not perpendicular unless their slopes are opposite reciprocals, which in this case they're not. What can you tell me about this point that they cross over each other at? What is that ordered pair? 1, 3, right? It says it right there. That's what we call the solution. So when we're talking about solving systems, we're trying to figure out where those 2 lines will cross each other. The ordered pair where the 2 lines intersect. There's 3 different ways to do this. The first way is by graphing, which is what we're going to do today. Then we're going to learn 2 other methods in this chapter called substitution and elimination, but those will be for another day. So I want to show you, if you were to plug this ordered pair 1, 3 into both of these equations, right? That's where we're saying these 2 lines cross. If you take this equation, which says y equals negative 2x plus 5, what is the 1 here? All right, so we take this ordered pair. 1 is the x, right? Y is the 3. If I plug this into this equation, y equals negative 2x plus 5, where it says y, what should I plug in? Where it said x, what should I plug in? If I were to solve this, let's see if this is true. What is negative 2 times 1? And it says negative 2 plus 5 equals 3. Is that true? Does negative 2 plus 5 equal 3? So it worked for that equation, right? Now take that same ordered pair and plug it into this second equation. Y equals 4x minus 1. So the y is 3. The x is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 minus 1, does that equal 3? 3 does equal 3, so it worked for that one as well. So a solution to a system will end up working for both equations. Plugging that ordered pair into both of the equations is how you check to see if your answer is correct. So, for example, even if they don't give you a graph, if they give you a system, do you see how there's 2 different equations here? This one versus this one, right? And they're asking, is 2, 5 a solution? What can we do to figure out if 2, 5 is a solution to this system, meaning these 2 equations? No, we don't need to graph yet, to just plug them in. So 2 is the x, and 5 is the y, right? So on this first equation, it says x plus y equals 7. So if I take the x, which is 2, plus the y, which is 5, does 7 equal 7? Yeah. So that worked for that one. Now let's do the other one. 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 11. So 2 times x, which is 2, minus 3 times y, which is 5. Let's see if all that equals negative 11. So 4 minus 15, basically. Does 4 minus 15 equal negative 11? It does. So it worked for both. So is 2 comma 5 a solution? Yes, it is. I want you guys to try this next one. Is negative 2 comma 0 a solution to this system? All right, so it says y, the first equation, I'll do this in different colors. The first equation says y equals negative 2x minus 4. The second one says y equals x plus 4. So in the first one, negative 2 is the x, and 0 is the y. So I'll plug a 0 in for y, a negative 2 in where it says x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Does 4 minus 4 equals 0? So it worked for that one. Let's do the next one. Y, which is 0, equals x, which is negative 2, plus 4. Does negative 2 plus 4 equal 0? What does negative 2 plus 4 equal? 2. It does not work for that one. So is this a solution? No, negative 2 comma 0 is not a solution, meaning that's not the point where these two lines cross. So this one, 2 comma 5, was the point where these two lines cross. On this one, negative 2, 0 is not the point. Now, that ordered pair is on this line, but it is not on that line. Now, the two questions we just looked at, they were giving you an ordered pair and asking you, is this a solution? Most of the time, they're just going to give you a system and ask you, what is the solution? So the way we're going to figure that out today is by graphing. So step 1 says to graph each equation. I should write this. They should both be in slope-intercept form. That'll make it easier. So write this note. Okay, they don't absolutely have to be, but it'll make it easier if they were. And if they're not, then the first thing you're going to do is convert them both to slope-intercept form. I like to color code these so I don't mix them up. So I'm going to graph the first one in red, the second one in blue. So we're going to graph each one. So let's look at the one I highlighted red. Is this in slope-intercept form? Yes. What's the first thing I'm going to do to graph this? No, it's already in slope-intercept form. I don't need to subtract anything.
The y-intercept.
Which is 3. So on the y-axis, I'm going to put a point at 3. What's the slope? So up 1 to the right 2. Up 1 and to the right 2 a few times. Do the opposite. Not just up 1 and to the right, but also down 1 and to the left 2. I need to do both because I need to have enough points to see where they cross. All right, that's the first line. The second line, now I have to graph. What's the y-intercept of the blue one? Right here, -5, right? What's the slope of the blue one? Which is 2 things. I could either say down 3 and to the right 2, or I could say up 3 and to the left 2. I'm going to do both. Down 1, 2, 3, over to the right 2. Up 1, 2, 3, over to the left 2. Now, I'm going to have to keep doing that until they cross. So keep going up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2. Look at that. All right. Now, that's great that you graphed it, but your answer needs to be an ordered pair. So the last thing we have to do is name that ordered pair where they just crossed over each other. What is this ordered pair where they crossed over each other? Go. -4, comma, +1. That's your answer. So if I'm asking you to solve by graphing, sure, graph it to figure it out, but your answer is -4, comma, 1. Can you check to make sure you did it right? I could take -4 and comma 1 and plug it into both of these equations like I did before and see if it works for both. On the test or quiz, I would highly suggest you do that. For today, I'm not going to waste that time because I want us to get through the lesson. I know that that is right, but you guys should check your answers. Okay? I'm going to have you guys try this one now. Be careful on the red one. What's the slope of the red one? 1, which is like up 1 over 1, right? What's the slope of the blue one? -1. So -1 over 1, right? So keep that in mind when you're graphing it. But I want you to solve this by graphing. All right, let's graph the red one first. So what is the y-intercept of the red one? -2. The slope we said was 1 over 1, meaning up 1 over to the right 1. Now, again, our goal is to find where they cross. So we might have to keep going down the other way. So instead of just up 1 and to the right, I also want to go down 1 and to the left. All right, the blue one. Technically, I should connect those, so let me connect them really quick. I didn't do that very good. All right, the blue one starts at the y-intercept at +4. And the slope is -1. That means down 1 and to the right. Right? And you could see if you zoom in, what's the ordered pair where they cross? 3, comma 1 would be your answer. That's your solution. Again, I could plug the 3 in where it says X, the 1 in where it says Y to both of them to check if our answer is right. And if it works for both, that means you did it correctly. Now, this one's a little different because you could see neither one of these equations are in slope-intercept form. So when that happens, the first thing you have to do is convert them to slope-intercept form. On the red one, what should I do to this equation that says 2x subtract, well, 2x plus y equals 5? Exactly. Subtract 2x on both sides. And I get y equals, I'll put the -2x first and then the plus 5. The y is by itself. There's nothing in front of it. So I do not have to divide. The blue one, I'm going to have to erase because I don't have room. The blue one says 3x minus 2y equals 4. What's the first thing I'm going to do to convert that one? Subtract 3x on both sides. I'm left with -2y equals -3x plus 4. What do I do now? -2, right? Everything. So I get y equals -3 over -2 is a positive 3 over 2x. And 4 divided by -2 is -2. So now I have both of those equations in slope-intercept form. Let's graph the red one. Starts at +5 on the y-intercept. Right here. My slope is -2, which means I'll write that as a fraction, -2 over 1, right? So go down 2 to the right 1. I could also go up 2 and to the left 1. Connect them. The blue one starts at -2 on the y-axis. And the slope is +3/4. So go up 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, +3 over 2. Up 3 over 2. up 1, 2, 3 over 2. You can see the point of intersection, right? So what is my solution here?
2, 1.
2, comma 1, right? This point right there is at 2, comma 1. Is this making sense? All right. We're going to do a word problem and then we'll be done. All right. All right. Let's look at the word problem. All right, so it says you have a total of 18, and I changed this to say science first and then math because the variables matter, the order, so I'm just going to do this. All right, so you have 18 science and math questions for homework. It then says you have 6 more math questions than science questions. How many questions do you have in each subject? That's what that word exercises mean, questions. So the first sentence is going to tell you your first equation. You have a total of 18, so it's all going to equal 18. What kind of question? Science and math. We don't know how many science. We'll call that X. We don't know how many math. We'll call that Y. But if you add them together, it equals 18. The second sentence will tell you your second equation. It says you have 6 more math than science. So if science is Y, if math is Y, math is equal to whatever science is plus 6. Because you have 6 more math than science. Now we're going to graph both of those, but the first one, I need to convert to slope-intercept form. So I'll subtract x on both sides on this one. All right, so the first one, the y-intercept is 18. The slope is -1. So down 1 over 1 to the right. All right. The second one, the y-intercept is 6. And the slope is +1. So up 1 over 1. So the point of intersection looks like it's at 6, 12. So that means 6 is your x, 12 is your y. We said y was math. And x is science. So 6 science, 12 math.